Okay, getting set. Ooh, very wobbly. Getting set. All right. Fate shifters in hand. Let's get this set a little bit more, guys. Okay, we'll set that right there. Hopefully that will be good. Okay. Hey guys, I have the Fate Shifters Tarot in my hand. It's good to see you this morning. I am downstairs in my dining room. Hey Chad, hey. So I went looking through that other deck the other day for you to see what the tower looked like. The Once Upon a Time cards, and this is the tower in it. That's what it looks like. So yeah, these are really sweet, almost, they make me think of the Deviant Moon, and the art is like almost like, ugh. And then Deviant Moon is a whole different look, but when I go, huh, that usually means they're gonna kick somebody's teeth in. They're gonna be truth tellers in a big, huge way. But this is some of the art, but it's really super sweet. So it's like, it'd be good for kids, but also it's gonna be good for like, pow, because a lot of them that are that way are super good that way. Look how cute. Yeah, that's the thing. It's very cute. And you know, sometimes I tell you don't underestimate the cute decks, but every once in a while, even still, I get like, Urgh. But welcome to the show. Welcome on in. I am downstairs working from my dining room today. It's going to be a hot one. If you've got a few questions, go ahead and throw your questions out. We'll take a few micros, then we'll get into the paid list. So a micro, you can ask like a yes, no if you want. I just throw 3 cards. If you want to get on the paid list, please let Kim know what kind of read you're getting, and she'll keep track of the list for me and keep it in order. So that's what we got going for today. So yeah, let me know if you got a question and we'll throw on it. Oh, thank you, Chad. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the clocks. I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see them. See all that? That's the dining room, and all the clocks are stuck at 11:11 on purpose. Tess, should I look for work outside Cali? Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see what's going on. We'll throw some cards down and see what's what. No. I'm getting no. What it is you need to have more balance. One isn't as good as the other. It's not the time to just change it out willy-nilly. You need to pay attention more to what your emotions are doing, and outside Cali is not the factor. Outside Cali is maybe requiring a move, maybe requiring a little bit of nostalgia, seeming a little bit more idyllic, but you need to throw more effort forward in things that are closer to you. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting something like Stone's Throw, so there might be something more near than you realize. So Temperance says, find the formula, find exactly what's right for you. But I'm getting a no on that. That's very interesting. It needs to be moderate, and this is how you transmute it. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the decks. Michaela, Zach is trying, is Zach trying to lead me on? What's his problem? Nice, mellow, neutral question there. What's your problem, motherfucker? Yeah, all right, let's see. What's his problem? We're going to Pulp Growth for Michaela just for a quick 3. Is Zach trying to lead you on? What's his problem? So we'll just take that as 1. Is Zach leading you on? He likes an independent person. This is the hopes and dreams. This is something you're hoping to see more than actually is. He likes an independent person, and he doesn't want you orbiting around him. Even if he likes you around, he doesn't need you orbiting around him. And I'd cut the shit. I wouldn't deal with this guy. What I'm getting is this fucker is not worth your time. Now, that's not a nice answer, but that's what I'm actually getting. I don't think that this person is the one that's for you. I think you'd like him to be. I don't think it's his problem. I think he's just a mismatch. It's like wearing something that looks like a long, stripy, pimpy, long stocking, thigh-high sock with something that's like an ankle foot sock that's like you just run around with just your low-rise shoe, yeah. It's like one sock's here, one sock's here. It's a mismatch. Don't know how to explain it any better. I don't think he's trying to lead you on. I just think he's not your dude. That's what I've got. So, yeah, and I wouldn't spend too much time trifling with him. I really wouldn't. So that's what I've got going on there. Kelly, will you be in a relationship this year? Let's see what's going on. For Kelly, will you be in a relationship this year? We're going to go to the regular Pamela Coleman Smith. This is the Centennial version. See what's going on here. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune on this big. I think yes, you will. This is luck is finally coming your way. The wish card is coming through. And this out in the cold is your issue. So don't feel like you're not enough. Don't feel like your worthiness is in question. But go someplace different than you conventionally go to. But I think the answer is yes to that. I love seeing that. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm going to do my commercial, and then maybe we'll do one more micro, and the paid list is what we're doing today. This is how you get on. You can have the Blind Oracle is $20. That's where you get the read you need. You don't ask the question. You just get the read you need. And I'll use the oracles or the Lenormands or sometimes combinations of cards, and you get the read you need. That's $20. If you want the year ahead, that's usually Baker's Dozen plus, so it's 12 months plus 2 in the middle plus some clarifiers here and there. That's $30 for the year ahead. If you want the one question mini, not the micro is what you just saw. The mini is 7 to 10 cards for $30, or the full is 15 to 20 cards and it's $40. And that's why I get nosy and I snoop, and I'll do things like the Emperor's Throne spread, or another specialty spread I like to do is the book, those kinds of things. So that's what we got going on. This is how you can pay me. My crystal ball and my bones are upstairs, so I probably won't be using those today, but you can get a past life if you want. We can still do it on the regular cards. I've done it before that way. So we'll just see what we want to do with that. And then Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. That's how you can pay me. The E comes before the I. So that's what I've got. So that's what's going on. Kelly, if you're the one that asked if love is coming ahead for you, then the answer is yes. So that's what I got. If you're the one. Once I do the read, I'm through the read, and I'm just kind of like staying open and letting whatever needs to move through. So that's what I've got going on. So, okay. Hey there, baby girl. Hey there, Zuri. Does Mikey have good intentions towards you? Zuri, let's take a look. Ooh, okay, we're going into these. These are beautiful. These are the gold foil tarot. Very, very vintage kind of look, a little bit holographic, reflective, but I want to see, does he have good intentions towards you? Oh. Baby, baby, baby. Yeah. He just wants to keep you strung along. This is the Hangman. You're going to be strung there forever. I think you're dealing with somebody that's a little bit selfish, self-motivated. Whether he knows it or not, I wouldn't go near this. When the devil comes up first thing in response to that, it means steer clear, my friend. Steer the fuck clear. And then the Three of Pentacles. There might be teamwork and association, but there also could be plotting and scheming and planning. And it feels like more of the planning aspect in here, but negatively so. Okay, what's coming through is somebody that's a user. Now, whether he's intentional about it or not, I don't know, but he's going to get what he wants out of the situation before he's going to consider actually what's going to be needed for you. So I wouldn't think that that is good intention of any sort. It might be amusing, it might be drama, it might keep you busy, but I would give that some space. Give him some space to pull his head out of his ass. Be doing and be busy with somebody else. Yeah. You get a new perspective. Be doing something or someone else. That's what I'm telling you. Be busy with someone else. Very busy. I don't love seeing the devil pop out for that question at all. But that's what's what, and that's what's coming through. So I would give that a little bit of a break, and it will help you quite a bit. Sorry about that, but that's what's come through. So, okay. So, yeah, that's the situation. Yeah, I know. Oh, boy. It's like, shit. It doesn't mean necessarily, well, sometimes I've had it come up and it's like, run for the hills. It just means his intentions are not clear and they're very selfishly motivated right now. He may not be the literal devil, but he just isn't the angel that maybe you are trying to see him as. So that's what I got on that. Okay. Put those down. Let those cool off for a moment. All right. So, Kim, do we have anyone on the list just yet? The list is open for the paid reads, and we will probably do a collective here in a minute. Oh, and I did bring down some of the animal decks, which are super, super fun. Hey, Layla Zeppi. Hey, how are you, honey? I remember asking you, do I dare do this way when I first started? Like the first week that I started doing tarot here, I said something to Layla, and she responded, and she was so kind. If you want some funny couples humor, go follow her channel. It's hilarious. Totally hilarious. Hey, Melissa. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, we're going to go into the collective. All right. We're going into the Lion Strider Tarot, which has a lot of animals in it, and I sometimes use it for the bones reading that I do, but let's just take a look. Let's go like 5 cards down. I'm going to flip this down so you can kind of see what's going on the table. We're going to see what's going on for the collective. Collective 5 cards. See what's going on. Five of Cups. Ooh. Ooh. Page of Cups. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Star, Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So this Five of Cups looks like we are really wallowing in it. There is something that's been sorrow and we haven't learned the wisdom to move on yet. We need to do this. This one, if we go to the water, we get more substance than we think. And the reason I say, ooh, 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 this is usually creative, a little bit, sometimes delusional, but this is like still not wanting to leave the water, not wanting to leave the water. This one comes through and rather than having the stinky fish tea that it usually has, you go in there, you're dipping in there, you're getting something more substantial and you're stuck at the water again. There's something about mourning the loss that really, truly needs to be let go of, and it's difficult. It might be another week before you're able to let go of this, but it doesn't serve you any better to stay there longer. So when you want to move on, it's entirely up to you. It's time to do so. And again, we have water here with the Star. There's second chances, hope, healing. There's a slight pause. There's following your dreams, getting aligned with your true north. Moving forward in that way is a huge, huge thing for you. This is realigning with your dreams once you let go of the sorrow, or at least let yourself move towards something more joyful. Sometimes you can't let go of all the sorrow all at once. You need to move towards something. Nine of Swords is kicking in. There's a little bit of anxiety, stress, nightmare, that kind of energy. A little bit of freaked out energy going on. That's what's happening here. The Nine of Swords, you're overthinking, overthinking, overthinking. And it's keeping you almost tethered to this river over here by the Five of Cups. Now the Page of Pentacles is kicking in. This one wants to go out and be the Batman, but is hesitant. This one wants to go out and show the talent, the gift, the thing that they have learned. This is the student finally learning. Let's take two more and see what else is going on for this. What is it you need to be clear of? This over-idealistic thinking that comes sometimes with the Page of Cups doesn't allow for the creativity of substance to come through. It just allows emotional wishy-washy and acting like Peter Pan or a kid to be there. It's not necessary to be Peter Pan all the time. This is a difficult thing. Some of us are having trouble getting our big girl panties on and doing what needs done. Five of Swords, Two of Wands. That's exactly it. You can have this lesson over and over and over and be right all day long, but you're just adding insult to injury to stay on the battlefield. The better lesson is to walk away from whatever this is, whatever this immature way of doing something is, it needs to be walked away from. And the Two of Wands, love that it shows this rabbit here. The ears are very much perked. Very much this bunny is on high alert. Looking. This is a card of planning for the future, seeing down the track, having a better perspective of the world in your hand and what's going on in the distant horizon. This is asking you and pretty much telling you, quit being so myopic about what's happened in the past. Look towards the big picture, look towards the future, look towards the more expansive view. This is what I've got for the collective. That's what's going on. And so that's quick 7 cards. So that's what we got. So yeah, very interesting. So if you're feeling like you're in a snare, yeah, the rabbit in a snare, you need to let go of some of that in order to move forward. This is a huge thing for you. So yeah, I like that quite a bit. Okay. What else do we got? And if you've got questions about decks and they happen to be downstairs, I can show you. I can show you some of the newer ones that I've recently got. And when I'm upstairs, I have all 600 pretty much up there. Yeah, Zuri, it is hard. It is hard. That's damn truth, isn't it? It's not easy to let go of something or let go of a notion of what we thought we had. And that's the thing. Sometimes, I mean, basically as human beings, we like to be right and we're convinced we're right in whatever we do. Nobody says, I'm going to go out and have a totally screwball day. I'm going to screw up everything, or I'm going to go out and misjudge everything. We think we're right automatically. And so reflecting and looking again is tricky. And letting go of something that we thought was so right at the time, also quite tricky. So yeah, that's what I've got. I'm going to shuffle up this Marchetti deck, and I'll show you some of these cards too. This is the Mystic Palette one, but I don't think it's been shuffled quite enough yet. But it is gorgeous. Look at that old world vibe. I mean, it's just, this is that Four of Swords we saw in the other deck. Just gorgeous energy. I mean, look at this. Look at this Two of Swords. Oh, beautiful. Look at it. Now this one, the windows, this isn't wands and this isn't swords, it's windows. Hopefully you can see that really good. But look how old world feel that is, and it's beautiful to me. Super beautiful right there. So yeah, let's see if we can see anything else. There's one over here that was the bottom card. Let's see if I can get it. Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle doing this down here. Usually I have like that velvet cloth on my desk upstairs. Ooh, pretty. Look at that, 10 of Wands. Gorgeous. Totally gorgeous. So yeah, that's what we got going on. But yeah, if you want to get on the paid list, this is the time to do it. Here's the information. Woo! Link is in the bio, but it's A Feisty Butterfly. The E comes before the I. And this is the prices. This is what we're doing today all through here. So let me know if there's a read that you want specifically. Let Kim know which kind of read you're getting, which read you paid for, and we'll get you on the list and get going. So, and I ink the edges of my cards. Somebody asked that last night and I didn't get to address it very well, but I ink it because sometimes I'll have duplicate decks. And if I have duplicate decks, I want to be able to easily sort and sift them out. But if duplicate imagery comes up, so say you get the Four of Swords and then you break out a whole nother deck and you get the Four of Swords again. If you don't take that as a neon sign from the universe, I don't know what you're expecting to have happen. That's the universe saying, hello, hello, hello. And so that's why I like to do it that way. It keeps those decks differentiated, but it allows me to do the exact identical, if it's going to come through the identical imagery. So yeah, that's what I got going. Oh, hang on. Okay. Hey there, Edie. Hey, does any of the guides want to talk to us today? Sure. You can ask the guides something. Any of the guides want to talk to you guys today? Gogs likes this deck in hand. He likes this deck because of all the old men in it. This is what he's telling. Gogs is one of my guides that's very, very old kind of Nordic flavor. But I did not know he likes this deck. Let's see if I can find something that he will like you guys to see. He likes the Devil card, even though it's not an old man. He likes that one. He likes it because the Devil is blind. The Devil doesn't care who he takes. He'll just be wise in what he's doing. He'll grab what he wants to grab, and he blinds our own sense of self. Okay, what else is this? Okay, all right. Gogs is talking about somebody that has like got a blindfold on, and this would be how, like maybe if your eyes were useless. He's also giving me something about the Jesus story about washing the guy's eyes with mud, and it brings the vision back. This is a long time ago long time since I've read that story, but that's what's going on. There's something about you have to wash your own eyes before you're able to see clearly. And as we get older, we get really stubbornly dug in. And yeah, sometimes the wisdom comes, but sometimes we're dug in a little too hard on what it is. What else do you want to tell him? You want me? Okay. Well, I'm going to shuffle this and see what he's got. We're going to just see. All right, Gogs. What's one to come through here? These cards have some bounciness to them. We've got the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Coins. Now this is beautiful. This is what he likes here. I will show that again. So, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, and then this beautiful Four of Coins. Yeah. He's showing me all these trees that are full of the squirrels that are just simply preparing for the harvest. There's one in particular that he's looking at. Greed is what makes you blind. Greed is what makes you blind. Greed. Only self. All this selfishness in the world right now. All this selfishness. Have to take care of my own. Without realizing or recognizing the ability to share. You're not leading anything. You aren't acting in a kingly way. You aren't acting as if you lead. You're acting in the selfish way of ego, in the selfish way of greed, in the selfish way of scarcity and worry. There is not anything that you don't have. You have breath to draw another, breath to draw another, breath to draw another. That is what you need. If you have enough to draw breath in this day, you have your needs met. Most needs, shelter, water, food, those are overlooked. This society, your society, greed runs rampant like squirrels up the tree with too many nuts, crowd themselves out of their house, I don't go fill my house with nuts and wood and firewood and pipe and smoke and all the things I want, fill it up with so much shit that I can't even get in my own door. Greed is getting the better. Get rid of the excess nuts. Get rid of the extra nuts. Get rid of, be rid of, don't take. Share. If a squirrel had any sense at all, if a squirrel wants a mate, if a squirrel wants a partner, if a squirrel wants a family, share. Get rid of the nuts, take them out, share with others the need. He wants this card shown again. Something about looking how heavy this, all of it will fall, all of it will collapse. The greed, only working for tomorrow, only working for the pay, only working, planning for tomorrow. You don't get the today out of a thing. You don't get the today out of the tree. You don't get the, got it. You don't get the energy of the present moment now if you're so busy just planning for the future, worrying for the future, squirreling, toiling away and just worrying about all the greed. That's what he's trying to say. Yeah, and he really does think that the world has gone a little bit bonkers with consumerism is the word that I would use, but that's what's coming through. Yeah, and he really does like this deck. There's more important messages in this than just pictures of old dudes, is what he's telling me. Yeah, beautiful, wonderful imagery. Okay, all right. So we've got Brandy on for the blind. Okay, all right. Let me write that down and we will get into Brandy's reading. 1 second. Brandy for the blind. Okay. I brought down the oracle cards today. Some really interesting ones. 1 second. Let me move these out of here. It was these. That's what I want. Yeah, I want these for Randy. So these I think are the Dream Oracle or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but we're going to take a look. So we're going to just go down. We're going to go straight into the oracles. We might, yeah, we'll pop a Lenormand in here too. I'm not sure which one. The Bluebird. Okay, all right. The Bluebird, I think that's this one. I think this is, yeah, the Bluebird Lenormand. What do we got going on? There's gentle messages coming through for Brandy. And the bird coming through, the bird imagery is like almost inescapable off here. This is bird. This is old 70s art birds coming through. I don't even know that it's old 70s arts on these cards, but what I'm getting is the references to like the old fairy tale books, the old stories, and the old 70s art in books. There is something that has a bird on the book that you would know if you went back through time, a bird image. I think it's on the book. It may be in the book, but that's what I'm getting. The story of the nightingale, the emperor's nightingale, is coming through very much. This is, okay, high up in the house is the man. This is the man that sits. This is the replacement of something that is mechanical, more efficient, more modern, more new technology. That's what this emperor did. He replaced the regular bird with a mechanical bird, and then it broke and he missed the song of the song of the lark that was outside his window anyway. This is the story. Go ahead and reread that. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's what this is about for you. And it's about the man in the high house that can afford everything, that can have everything, but misses what is the natural thing. Now let's see what's going on in this. I don't know why that came through, but all right, I don't have to know. There's a flight of fancy that's going on inside your head and you have forgotten that everything that's newfangled, like he's saying here, is leading you in a different direction. You need to be more strategic if you want to get grounded and see what's actually there. This guy doesn't see beyond the peripherals. His peripherals are blinding him. He's got like these crazy goggles on, if you can see right here. Those goggles on him are making him so he can't see to the sides. If you want to see what's para, what's metaphysic, what's the psychic, you need to see the peripherals. You need to see to the side. And there's something about the way you're looking that isn't serving. There's something that needs to be coming into union that isn't. This card says wedding, almost if you're trying to court the bride, court the psychic energy, court the guide, but you still have these crazy goggles on. It doesn't serve. An exchange needs to be made. This card is showing about buying, and this is an exchange needs to be made. If you want your intuition heightened, if you want your clairvoyance, your psychic gifts a little more heightened, you're going to need to make an offering to the divine. Whether this is whether this is something like it would be a candle lighting ceremony or writing the invitation, whatever it is that you want to do in your ritual is just fine. But you need to make an offering to the divine so that they know that you are wanting this experience, that you're willing to trade something. They know that you're serious. When you go window shopping in a store and you're just buying, 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 you go in, and if you're just looking around, you're just looking around. If you're just kicking tires, you're just kicking tires. It's not till you really are getting up to check out and pay the money that you're going to get taken seriously and you can take that gift or that product home. So in this way, in likewise manner, if you want spirit to be more here, you have to be willing to pay the price. And spirit needs to know that you're taking it seriously in order to move forward. There is a little bit of a blockage. You're going to have a little bit of the dark night of the soul. You're meant to be on this almost like the hermit's quest. This is coming up like the mountain. If we were in strictly the Lenormand cards with the mountain, it would probably mean like an obstacle. This is coming in more like the hermit energy, much more like the hermit energy. So hopefully you can see that pretty well. And this is the hermit really taking on the lessons that bring magic. There's something about time coming in, an hourglass being turned, being turned, being turned. I wish I had an hourglass back behind me. You can see behind me all of these clocks that are stopped on the 11:11. But the hourglass and all the clocks, when they're stopped in this way, it's a signature, a reminder to stay in the moment, a reminder that in this now moment, that's all the time that we ever get. We don't get yesterday back. We don't get tomorrow ahead of schedule. We are in this now moment. And this is something that you're getting to do. You're learning to be in the present moment a little bit more, and that's going to help you with your gifts going forward. Big time commitment. Now, if we were in straight Lenormand, this would be like soul contracts. This is saying wealth, but this is about promises. This is about promises. There's something that you want to unpack like a treasure. We saw it last night. There was one that had like a Fabergé egg opened up and there was a ring inside of it. The wealth, the eternal promise, the promise of eternity and the eternal soul, the essence, the spirit coming through. Lucy's in the house. The promise you made with yourself is not one you get out of. It's not one you get to deny. The promise you made with yourself is your soul contract. You can't help but walk into it. The promise that you made to yourself isn't something that you have to negotiate. It comes in its own time, in its right time. It is very much about when you are ready, when you've experienced hoop jumping, you might say, or a certain number of experiences, then the readiness is there, then the soul contract comes in. It's not something you'll be shortchanged either. It cannot be denied you. It cannot deny you any more than the essence of who you are can deny you. It already is. It's already, Angie calls it in the kit. Angie calls it packed in. The Fool card, you see, she knows the Fool card on the stick has the blueprint. You need to know the blueprint. This is the ring. This is the promise. It's all laid in there. The treasures that you are meant to have are all laid in there, ready to go, ready to go. It is time where your contract is saying, move forward, time to step forward, time to step into it. If you want to have this and you want to accelerate, move a little forward, the readiness has come. She told you the line. Going and buying something at the store. Where you need to go isn't the store, but you do need to pay the price of peace. Mark the time, mark the quiet. Create the quiet moment for the self to get centered. Be willing to do this in a consistent manner. You get challenged by the consistency. Go ahead and do it. It doesn't have to be the hugest deal in the world, but it has to be meaningful to you. That's where the sacrifice and the price is paid. That's where you tell the universe you're ready to take this more seriously. This is where the beginnings of the contracts open up. Words on the page begin to appear. Lucy, I'm a little confused on that. She's showing me again. Words on the page begin to appear. Okay, all right. She's giving me a reference that many of you will know, but some of you won't. Soul contract, Little Mermaid, and Ursula, right? Ursula is the sea witch, and she makes a contract. And there's like a quill or something that is put to the page, and it just lights up. It's the page lighting up that she wants you to see. This is telling me that you're going to see words, texts, things. Yes. Texts of gold, vein of gold. Okay. There's this book, Vein of Gold. Look for this. This is by Julia Cameron. The Artist's Way and Vein of Gold are the books that I would know of on that. But what you write and what you read, particularly what you read, the text will pop. It is if it has been written and it's going to click in. I don't know what that's about, but that's what's coming through off this card. It's a promise to understand layers as you're looking at something. If you're looking at a simple story about the Little Mermaid or whatever it might be, it doesn't have to be that. Whatever story, you're going to see the layers in. You're going to see the deeper lessons. You're going to see, more of the truth is exposed and more of the truth is here than what we know. Sometimes we see it in stories. Yes. Sometimes we see it in the stories. Sometimes we see it in the movies. It will have little drops of truth. So be aware. Okay. All right, Lucy wants the fractals. It's like pieces of a puzzle that is all a mirror, reflecting. Say you have a mirror. You have a fractal of a mirror. You just have a piece, a portion. All these pieces of truth that you go collecting and gathering, all of them that are in there. Then you have the mirror all put together. Then it reflects more back to you about what you can actually see. The truth external of you, the truth of who you are. This is part of your contract, part of putting this together. Don't let your energy become fragmented. Don't let it become split. Understand what you're trying to see. It's a big and a deep thing. Look again at your contract. Look again at the gift. Okay. All right, here. This is just all about perspective. It says sailing. It's got the references to sailing. It's got the references to scope, to high seas, big storms, big weather. Yeah. This is something where it's high seas, big weather, but you're up in the crow's nest, the perspective changes. So the crow's nest of a ship, this is where you're looking out and you can see very far. This is what you're able to see. You're able to read between the lines, read under the lines, know the truth as it pops off the page and see it very clearly. Unmask the truth that's hidden in the story. That's what I'm getting. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy cow. That was beautiful. That was absolutely a stunner. I did not expect all that to come through, but you never know what's going to come through. So that's what I've got. Gorgeous. I need a little bit of water, and then we'll see who else is on the list. So gorgeous energy going on with that. I love that for you. Okay. Yeah, you are welcome. Welcome. All right. Hello, Michelle. Okay, so Kim, who do we have next on the list? I'm looking at my phone, guys. I'm going to squint and grab. List is clear as far as you know. Okay, so this is what we're doing. That was a blind read. That's just the blind read that comes through. Whatever comes through is allowed through. So this is what we're doing. The blind read is $20, $30 for the year ahead. A one question mini is 7 to 10 cards. That's $30 or $40 for a full reading. We can do past life reading also. That's $50. The bones in the crystal ball are upstairs. I'm down in my living room, as you guys can kind of see. So that's where I am today, just because it's hot. So that's where I'm at. And this is how you can pay me. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. That's how it goes. So that's what we got going on. So let me get a little bit more water and we'll see what's what. And I will be on Friday. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. I've got some stuff that I've got to get handled. I've got some stuff I really should handle a little bit later today, but okay, all right, you know. Hey, Carol Ann, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. So let me know if there's something that you have a question on. If you haven't been in before, that was my guide, Lucy. She comes in periodically. She's very, I don't know, even, she's very Lemurian energy is what I would call it. Very, very high harmonic energy, kind of angelic energy going on. Yeah, Phil is on the road. Definitely he's on the road. He's actually near where he grew up. So that's where he's at. But Lucy is one of the guides I work with. Gogsu comes through. He's one of the guides I work with. Also, there is Mo and Nell that typically I'm doing tarot, and if they want to chime in, they chime in. So that's what's going on. Yeah, Lucy is very, very regal. Very, very regal. Yeah, she's refined is the word I would use. She's very refined. So I would describe her as such. So the list is open, guys. It's the perfect time to get a reading if you want to get on the list. And I can show you a little bit of what I got recently, which is, I showed you a little bit of this one. That's the one I showed you. Then I'll show you a little bit of this one. This is the Star Maiden Tarot, and it's super fun. And it is also one that I kind of underestimated. It does remind me of a children's book. There's no lines that are drawn around the figures in the way that typically are drawn. You'll see what I mean. I'll show you some of the artwork on it. It's just absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Okay, there's not necessarily edges, but the figures come through. It's gorgeous. And this one has a lot of lanterns in it, which I kind of like that. Almost if you could catch the star and put it into a lantern and then you would have it. I mean, look at this. This is great. Lover's card. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Hopefully you guys can see that. They're just beautiful, beautiful cards. They do have more of the children's fairy tale and folklore. It reminds me of the Slavic legends a little bit, and the folk art tarot, and even the Slavic and folk oracles that I've got. Beautiful, beautiful. And then there's also the folk witch tarot. It reminds me of. These are beautiful. So it's the Star Maiden cards. And I kind of might think I need a second deck of these. I didn't think I would, but I really do like them. So I'll show you one more, and then we'll get back into whatever we need to get back into. Okay. So yeah, these are pretty fun. They are fabulous. So path perspective like that. Okay, good. All right, we'll shuffle those so I can get a little bit of a mix, and we'll throw them back in. All right. So if there's any more on the list, that's great. If not, I might get off of the show and actually handle some stuff around the house. So you guys, if you want a paid read, this is the time to get on. So that's what we've got going on. Or if you have questions about the decks here, I can chat for a little bit more. But this is what I do. This is my job. You paid in Cash App, Path to Perspective. Okay, what kind of read did you pay for, honey? If you guys tell Kim what's on the list, then she helps me keep my head on straight, and she'll let me know. So, and we'll take a look. So that's what we got. Hang on one second. Come on, you. You did the blind. Okay. Okay. Somebody wants a past life and somebody wants a blind. Let me look at which one came through first, and we will just see. So just 1 second, okay? I'm trying to see if this will do what it needs to do. I'm going to go into it again and see, because it's not looking like it knows what's going on. Come on. Okay, so we've got, I think, wrong names. We've got Brittany and Brandy. Brandy for the blind, and then Brittany. So Brandy for the blind, we're going to do that one next. That's what we'll do next. And we just did a blind a little while ago. That's all I'm seeing. So Britt is for the blind. Okay, and Brandy, the past life is 50. Yeah, the past life is 50. So Britt for the blind, we're going to do that one next. Okay? So we're going to go for Britt for the blind. Okay. Oh, okay, we're in the Kippers for you. Kippers are very different from Lenormand. They're more specific, but we're going to do this. Yeah, Kim, I got that. I got that figured out. I was looking at it going, okay, at the time. Brittany for the blind is coming up next. So this is what we're doing. The Kippers are very much more specific than the Lenormand. They're more people-oriented, and they're not so much like the mice or the fox or whatever. They're very much more people-oriented. Okay, I'm going to show you what I've got so far, and then if we need to go deeper, we'll go deeper. We've got the Great Fortune, the Mature Man, the Courthouse. This feels like something falling in your favor that might be illegal, or something that has been waiting a long time. This is sometimes a contractual gift, a contractual blessing, contractual decision where this is coming in. This feels like almost like an inheritance, a great gift. This is what's coming in. It feels like you're going to fall into, if you were going to see this in tarot, you might see the 10 of coins come up. This is what this is adding up to. The occupation, the great gift, and the contract could be something about the work that you are doing. It feels like a gift that is well rewarded. And then here, oh, we have the gift. The gift is right here. Yeah, this is something wrapped up in a tidy little box with a bow on it for you. The universe wants you to be very well engaged in the work that you're doing. Know that the work you're doing is actually significant, matters a great deal. You're setting some fairness in the world. There is something that's being seen from somebody a little bit older and wiser that wants to grant something to you going forward. I want to see more of these cards. What else is going on? It is about the house, the established house. I want to go back. Back. Hang on. We're going to go into the Clover Lenormand. It's not the Clover, I'm sorry. It's Under the Roses Lenormand that I want to go into. We're going to go see what else is going on in here. Regarding the house, the established house, the ancient. I'm getting the metaphor of the flippers. So if you've ever seen the houses on TV where they're flipping a house, this is where you can see the beauty in something, the beauty in the structure that is old, but you bring more value and more worth to it. This is where you bring something that is strong inheritance going forward, strong inherited gift. This is somebody that would see the bones of a chair or the bones of a room or the bones of a home and be able to refinish and flip it in style, to flip it into something more beautiful. To bring back the glory and restoration that needs to be there is huge for you. The moon has been on this for a while. This has been like a long time. We're getting a long time. This is a dream that was shared by one of your ancestors from about 20 years ago. Whether you knew it or not, this ancestor really had this idea. They could see the bones as well. They could see the bones and structure, the beauty that was there that maybe other people wouldn't see. They would have a sense of vision to see. Little by little adjustments coming in. We got the mice here, but this is coming in more like, where's my cheese? Where's my cheese? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Constantly scurrying and looking and looking and looking. Lenormands are not reading Lenormand at all right now. They're reading very oracle. Where's my cheese? Where's the value? Where is it good? Where is the stinky cheese? It's like the stinky cheese. Who would think anybody would ever buy that? But the people that thought, oh, this stinky cheese actually is great, they end up with a product, they sell it, they make money out of something that the other vendors might say, oh, that cheese is horrible. We're not going to do that. Same as the old house. That old house is horrible. There's no value there. There's nothing there that's valuable. You have the eye to see something more valuable where others see that it is like run down, dilapidated. You see the blessing and the gift. You see the beauty that lays underneath it. This is something strong in you, and this is something tethered to your core. This is the anchor. Again, not reading Lenormand. This is something about how you hold things, how you anchor things down. You're seeing the beauty that as it is at the deeper layer. Yes? We're going to Madame Endora's real quick. Why is this such an anchoring thing? Gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. This is something you have to open up, unlock. You might as well have seen a key come across here too. It's anchored in. If you have the time where you look into the great fortune in your occupation, whatever it is you're doing. In this one, you see her with the seamstress with the sewing machine. She would be one that would be able to take the dress out of the shop window, pull it apart, look at it, and assemble the same thing all together and do it again that way. You have the ability of putting things together, seeing how things fit together, seeing how things can be restored in a way that of the visionary builder. This is what's coming through. The gate is opening up to you. You're getting more and more ability to do this, more and more ability to open these things, open these lessons, open all these manuals, this inside knowledge. It's almost like it's inherently there, and it's not just an ancestral thing, but it's already inherently there. This is something you see. The beauty in the bones is what you're seeing. The beauty in how you put things together is what you're seeing. This is something you need to be anxiously doing, busily doing. Whether you're seeing something that's, say you go to the Savers or the thrift shop and you put something together really beautifully. Whatever this is, the way you create is to do some assembly required to take components, to make something beautiful again, to restore and bring life back into a thing. This is part of your gift. This is what you do in relationships as well, but in the 3D tangible way, you do this with pieces of things, seeing the structure, seeing the underlying bones. I don't even know how to say that anymore. This is what's come through. This is important for you to know. What you see as the beauty below everything, pick your projects carefully. The bones that are there, it doesn't mean you have to do every single project that will clutter things up. So say you want to restore a chair, say you want to restore a house, or say you just want to do a junk journal. Say you want to do some kind of multi-fabric, kind of hippie, trippy boho thing. Put it together, but choose your project carefully. Choose the smaller project first so as to not get discouraged by taking on too much. You need to experience the gift in the smaller format first, and then you experience it in the larger format. That's what's coming through. Yeah, and the ancestor will help you with this. The ancestor that knows how to do this also knows how to do this. And this is what's going to create greatness for you. It's your way of putting it together. There's a term called shabby chic, and you know how to do that. You know how to do that brilliantly. So, and there's also, there was like some gypsy decorators. I don't know if they were the junk gypsies or what, but they knew how to do that too. So that's what I've got for you. That feels very complete. Very, very complete. Yeah, so this is, start with the physical things. You do this in relationships as well, but you might have a tendency to attract the broken birds and you don't want to do that. So gather what it is. If somebody can teach you something, be anxious to learn and don't really worry too much about fixing or healing the broken birds right now. It's more about learning how you like to compose things in the physical. So that's what you do. That's what happens. So in the physical, in the 3D realm, start putting things together. So if you start at the thrift store, it's a perfectly great place to start. If you start with a junk journal, it's a perfectly great place to start. Just start doing something in the smaller because it will get amplified and the gift will come in and you'll be like, yeah, I'm great at putting things together. And it is your gift. It's not everyone has this kind of creative gift. You definitely do. And then you will do it more in the social setting. But for now and for the next 6 to 8 months, I will be doing it in the physical creation. Very, very juicy physical creation going on for you right now. So that's what I got. Holy smokes. All right, let me get a drink. I'm seeing questions about payment. I'll flash this while I'm getting the drink. The info is in the bio, but it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Double check your spelling. If you get it wrong, the money goes to the wrong person. You know about the scammers being out there, so. Oh, I get thirsty. Okay. You are so, so welcome. No problem at all. No problem. Okay. Brandy, past life. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, I am seeing that right here. So past life. Now, often I'll go into my my past life oracle cards that are upstairs, but since I'm downstairs, we're working differently. Okay, I'm getting go into the Orion's deck, which is the Orion's Tarot. It's got animals in it. We're going into Sweet Forager deck. And you guys, it's so weird when this happens. Tarot suddenly becomes very, very oracle in past life. So we're going to try and get the archetypes in place first. So I'm going to hit pause on this, Brandy, on my other thing, and I'm going to start recording that for 1 second.